The Joe Rogan Experience.
One thing that we're seeing with society and culture in general, and one thing that sort of does support the idea of maintaining these sort of rigid disciplines, is that when things start to slide just a little, you lose like these little incremental steps. They slide, and people go, "Oh God, what's the big deal? What do you care?" And you're like, "I see where this is going. Like it's going down that way. This is not going to stop. It's sliding."
Oh yeah, and you saw it in L.A. I mean, I've lived in L.A. my whole life, and the move from L.A. being a pretty safe, fairly nice city, suburban in orientation, to just overrun with horror shows is really it was a lot faster than I thought it would be. But it's sort of you're right. It's a gradual decline, and then it's just off a cliff.
Well, you started to see tents, and you didn't see them at all for decades. And then all of a sudden I started seeing tents. I remember I was doing Fear Factor in Skid Row in the early 2000s. So we would film down there, and I'd be like, this is crazy. Like, has anybody seen this? Does anybody know this? Because there was these homeless streets. Like, you would go down these gigantic, and downtown LA back then, for people who don't live in LA, you would think, oh, downtown's like downtown New York or downtown Cleveland. No. Downtown LA was a no man's land.
Nothing's going on in downtown LA.
It is now. Like, there's, well, it was pre-COVID. It was like there was some bars and there was some really cool upscale apartment buildings. It was kind of picking up. But I took my family there before COVID, like 4 months before COVID or so. We were going to go to, there's a famous donut place there. So we said, just one of those goofy Sunday things, like, what do you guys want to do today? Let's go get donuts. So we went to downtown LA, like, holy shit, literally shit, human shit on the streets. Everything smelled like piss. Bums everywhere. And I'm like, okay, stay close to me. Stay over here. If anybody comes near you, move closer to me. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't want them to be freaked out, but I'm like, this is nuts.